Hello guys, how are you doing? I'm doing great over here and I hope you are too. I hope you've checked for your results, and for those who have checked and found out that they've won, congratulations to you. I'm really happy for you, and it's time now to take the other steps. But for those who did not make it, and for those who checked and found out that they were not selected, it's not the last time. I want just to encourage you that there is a coming one this October. So try again, go and apply again. Remember, this is a game of lottery. Selection is just by chance. So just try and your luck will come. Again, for those that have won, congratulations to you. I know you're feeling happy, and I'm happy for you too. So it's the time that we now move to the next step. And in today's video, I just wanted us to go through some of the documents that you are now required to prepare as you proceed with this DV lottery process. And as you can see on your screen is that we have list of documents which DV lottery winners must prepare. The first one that you need to do is to complete the form DS260. It is done online. And after submitting the DS260 form, you will have to print the final page. It is called the confirmation page. So once you have filled the DS260, and I've discussed about filling the DS260 in a video that will appear above here, then you will have to print the final page. It's called the confirmation page. That document you require to go with during your interview. So make sure you print the confirmation page. And then there is an important note here. If your family circumstances have changed after you've entered your lottery, for example, you've gotten married or you've had a child, what you need to do is to include the details of your spouse or of that child into the DS260 form. Another important point to note is that if you had a spouse before filling in the DV lottery, in other words, before applying for the DV lottery, and you did not include their details in the application, then you are eligible to fail or to be disqualified during the interview, because that is considered as lying. That's why I keep encouraging people that when you're doing your application, ensure that if you're married and you have children, indicate you're married and you have children and fill in all their details, so that as you proceed with your DV process, then you will qualify and relocate with your family as a whole. So what are the supporting documents that you, the winner of the DV lottery, are supposed to have? Now, these are the supporting documents that I want us to go through, and they are from the original website of the DV lottery. The first document that you need to prepare for the whole family or for you as a person are the passports. So if you have a family, make sure every individual of that family that is included in the DV lottery has a passport. Number two, you as a winner, you will require to have the birth certificates of all the applicants in your DV lottery application. And important, you should also get the notary certified copies of those birth certificates. Notary certified copies, it is a copy to certify that the birth certificates that you have, they are true. And this notary certified certificate you get from the body that issued your certificate. So the office of the registrar of birth that gave you the birth certificate, visit the same office for them to produce the notary certified copies of the birth certificate. If you are unable to obtain the birth certificate, what you're required to do is to get a statement. Do you see? You get a statement from the registrar's office or a secondary evidence of the birth certificate from that office. The other document that you will need as a winner of the DV lottery is the marriage certificate or the marriage termination record. So if you are married, you will have to get the marriage certificate. And if you are divorced, then the termination documents will be required. And important so is the notary certified copy of the same. So you acquire your original marriage certificate or your original divorce certificate, and then the same office that gave you this certificate provide you with another notary certified copy. The other document that you will need is if you have changed your name or if the names in the birth certificate differs with what are on your other documents. For example, the academic proof document or the marriage certificate or any other document. If the names in there they differ or it happens that you changed your name, then you must provide a court proof, what we call certificate of affidavit. So you should provide an affidavit to support that these names that appear on this document, though they are different from these other documents, it is one and the same person. So if you've changed your name or the names on the various certificates or documents that you have, they differ, then you will have to provide an affidavit to prove that you are the same person. And then the other requirement that you should prepare as a diversity winner is photograph for every member, one copy for every applicant. Every applicant in your DV application should have one photograph, and that photograph should be of these dimensions 5 by 5. That is 2 inches by 2 inches, 5 centimeters by 5 centimeters, and it should be recent, taken within the last 6 months. The other document that you'll need is the evidence of the required qualifications. If when you are applying you say that I'm qualified by work experience, then make sure that you have document to support that. And that document of the work experience should be as per the ONET online website. And I've discussed about the ONET online in a video that will appear up here. How you will get to know that your work experience is qualified. So I've linked that video above here. So you'll have to have documents to prove that you have the work experience. If you have the education qualification, make sure you prepare yourself with the documents to support your education qualification. The other documents that you need to prepare are the police clearance certificate. So the police clearance certificate of every individual that is above 16 years that you have included in your DV application. And that should be for at least the last 6 months. I know in some countries it may be different over 2 years, but make sure you have the police clearance certificate for every individual above 16 years in your application. And then the other document that you'll need, if you have ever been convicted of any crime you must provide the court records and any prison record. Even if you enjoyed the amnesty or the pardon, and also the notary certified English translations of the same. The other documents that you have to prepare, if you have ever served in the military, then provide your military records and also provide certified copy of the military service record. That is, if you have ever served in the military. And then if you have ever been deported, then provide the deportation papers. When appearing at the interview, you will be required to have all the original documents and you will hand them over to the consul officer, but they will be returned after the interview. And provide translations of the documents if they are not in English. And finally, you will need the medical examination report. This is the report that you get from the medical examination that you did before you went to the interview. In most cases, the results are sent directly to the embassy, and sometimes you are given a CD of the same. But sometimes you may be given an envelope that is sealed, and that envelope that is sealed you have to take with you to the embassy during the interview. So those are the documents that you are required to prepare yourself with if you are a selected winner of the DV lottery. And above that, when you're going for the interview, you will be required to have the $330 per every person in your application. So if you have a family of 5 people, you will be required to have $330 for those 5 members of your family. And the money is non-refundable even if you don't succeed. And that, guys, the winners of the DV lottery, brings me to the end of this video. And I'm glad for you. Please, I need your support. Please subscribe to the channel. We are still growing. I need your subscription. Let us grow and grow and grow. Also like the videos, and let's meet in the following video.